Move with Courtney live on Wednesdays. So today we're going to go over the 3 exercises that I would never do and what you should do instead. So we're going to get straight into it. This one, Felix, the number one, we're going to start at the top. Any type of exercise that is like 6 inches, okay, where you lay on your back and hold your feet up 6 inches. What you should do instead, because the goal is to activate the lower ab muscles, okay? So what you would do instead is work on vacuums, which is a lot more realistic to what we do on a daily basis. So that's what we would do instead. So 6 inches, all this does is put stress on your spine to create muscles to react. It's not a controlled muscle contraction that if you can't control the muscle contraction, we can't make it stronger. So again, don't do 6 inches, do vacuums instead. All right, the next one is a dip here. So if you get into a dip position, I got my dip machine over there, but I don't even like to do them. But if you get into a dip position, you are putting a lot of stress on your shoulders. So the second exercise I would never do is a weighted dip. What I would do instead is any tricep kickback type variation. I like to do cowboy curls here. So holding dumbbells. I would do that instead because the shoulder is extremely flexible and mobile for a reason, because it does all kinds of great stuff for us on a daily basis. But when we require it to add weight, it needs to be anchored to your core so your entire body can absorb the weight that you're trying to move. A dip does not put your body in an ideal position where your shoulder can anchor in to your shoulder blades and then into your core to move weight. So that's why I would never do this exercise. I would do tricep kickback, something on machine where I can lock my shoulder blades down and control that tricep development. All right. Whew, I'm going pretty fast today. Third exercise that I would never do is a seated leg extension. Let me show you that real quick. So a seated leg extension where you sit into the machine, you put the weight by your legs and you just go at it, right? So I would never do this exercise because it puts too much stress on the patella tendon. What I would do instead is you can do these if you make it 2 separate exercises. So you would load it up, put heavy weight, turn your toes in and just do the bottom third of the leg extension. Remove about 20% of the weight minimum, maybe even half the weight. Now just do the top third with your toes in a V motion. Do the top third if you wanted to do seated. A much better quad exercise instead. Step ups. For here, if you step up about 18 inches or below, it's going to be really quad focused. If you get more than 18 inches, it's more of the back of the leg that is going to get more development. So keep a low box to focus on the quad. I would step up, make sure I lock the knee, step back down. Much better, much safer quad exercise that builds into what you actually do in real life. If we don't have a box, something simple here can get the same job done a lot safer. So I would never do seated leg extensions, full range of motion. I would do step ups or lunges instead to build my quads. All right. Thank you guys so much for today. Short, sweet, simple. If you have any questions, would love to hear about them. If you have any comments, I can stick around for a minute. But to learn a lot more about what I do, smithfitclub.com will tell you everything you need.